are and stuff, of course, it was in the heavy processes like we discussed, the heavy ones, and not all these minor processes. Like, for example, the pick and the pack was traditionally pick and pack, but you have a lot of other stuff which was not looked at. So far, and you have tremendous potential because you can improve by in pick and pack, moving the needle by 1% or so, but in others you could improve by 10 or 20 or 30% because you never looked at it really, like reverse logistics.
How much of the picking and packing is automated versus manual, just roughly?
And picking, I think automation for picking is really, I don't know what in terms of automated picking, I don't know any of that yet, and I didn't see how far they got with the robot size and stuff, where you got automated stuff. But picking is really almost, if you call automated with a scanner, so it's not automated, right? Or with pick to light or stuff like that improves.
No, it's
packing is packing automation is there, so we have packing machines partly. For certain single sizes and stuff, we always same, and these do like then instead of packing, let's say 120, you have these machines then doing like 250 or 300 an hour. You had this, but the automation opportunities on the front end, of course, with automated receive, so the stuff gets automatically received when it comes in, and if you're the lean vendor and you would already educate vendors to already deliver stuff in your totes, let's say, with clearly defined what's in there with a barcode and everything there, you just need a scan. Like in a license plate receipt, we have that, you have one scan and everything is received, right, already in the totes, and you can directly go to stow. And this is kind of the license plate receive program, where you have a huge advantage versus the normal stuff where you need to pack it out and look it and put it into everything nicely.
Okay.
So I think,
Marcus, just looking at Amazon then. Looking at Amazon more broadly, what really is it that drives such high productivity at Amazon versus other competitors in retail that are doing online fulfillment?
You always say in comparison to such high productivity, I don't see that. I think the volume is an advantage, right? I mean, so kind of the sheer volume, and this is why he wanted to get big fast, and as the first one, because it's always, if you have higher volume and you can basically leverage that, that makes sense. But other than that, Amazon isn't better than in apparel, for example, per se. I would imagine that Zalando is better than Amazon. Typically, because it's this specialized stuff, right? But overall, over the road with the flexibility and stuff, that's where Amazon comes into play, because he has this. They more have this one-fits-all approach and can be smartly upfront to determine what they want to sell versus what they let third-party sellers do over the marketplace, which is maybe ugly stuff and stuff. So it's all this fine stuff where you have this power when you're big, right? And you get bigger. I think this is something that's amazing for Amazon. And I don't know how much they leverage it in the meantime. The kind of me watching like you as a vendor dealing with high return rates and stuff, and but I still have the selection because everybody can buy it through Amazon. But you're dealing with that, and I'm taking the cherries and taking the stuff that's easy to do, and then decide to steal you the business, so to say, after looking at you for a couple of months and saying, hey, this is pretty good, let's do that as well.
But so, Marcus, I think we could save. I do want to touch on. I do want to speak about Amazon culture at some point, but we've been chatting for an hour now, so maybe we can say that for another time.
Yeah, I think so too.
Good. Anything else you want to touch on with regards to fulfillment? I mean, we've covered a lot, but is there anything additional?
I think there's other than that, I think the technical process, I think there's a lot of knowledge out there, and people know what kind of the classical processes are, but I think it's more like what makes it special. How are you connecting all the dots when it comes to kind of vision, goals, metrics, and to make sure like that you have a kind of a constant purpose and everything, and that you basically have a focused re-engineering and change management at all times, and that you have everything basically in the whole thing from hiring, so to what you do, not only technically, but also what you do with your labor, the whole strategy, that it's everything is linked together at all points. I think, and it reflected in metrics at all points. I think that's really important. So I'm talking about like what is the vision, goals, and metrics. That this and out of that, we've got like high level metrics and high level goals, and then that you basically have this also reflected in the smaller, like in the UPH, and for example, if you look at variable costs, certain things that is broken down, the process part that you can dive into every single.
It drives that. Yes, exactly.
So I have that, and that you have the leadership piece that you, as you hire, and everything that is all the principles against which you hire is also reflected in everything, and the innovation, the benchmarking, everything you do that is really focused on the change management, and then that you have also the continuous improvement culture, basically to enable people to contribute to success. And I'm also talking about managers and everything who always say, "Hey, I can make such an impact because I'm not just told do this and do that, but I can bring myself in." And when
I think that whole culture,
yeah.
Amazon culture, is definitely a conversation we can have another time. So I think that's just as important as the process is. Good, Marcus. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Okay. Cheers. Thank
you. Cheers. Bye bye.